Hey everyone, it's Kayla, and I wanted to take a few minutes to make this tutorial about adding buttons to your Canvas homepage. So, adding buttons might seem like it's a little difficult, a little tricky, a little overwhelming, but really all it is an image that you put on your homepage or whatever page you want to use, and you just link it. So, it's not too tricky. The trickiest part is finding the buttons you want to use. So, since they're an image, you could Google search them. You could also use Teachers Pay Teachers. They have a lot of free options, and that's linked in my slideshow. You could also buy some if you want, but there's a lot in the free section, so I encourage you to look there. Or you can even create your own if that's something you're interested in. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to focus on using Teachers Pay Teachers or Google search. Now, the Google search is probably the most limiting because you might not be able to find buttons or pictures that are all similar if that matters to you. So let's say I am looking for a button on daily assignments. Literally Googled it and I'm going to go to images. So, like I said, you can see here, there's not really a lot of options. I guess I'll use this one right here. Okay. So, what you want to do is click on the image, left click. Then you want to right click so that way you can save the image. You've got to save it to your computer. So I'm just going to write daily assignments button. Make sure it's somewhere you can find. This is going to my desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Okay. And you'll see it pops up here at the bottom to show that it's been downloaded. So now I'm going to go to Canvas, my home page. Okay. So if I want to add a picture, there's a few ways you can do it, but right above the rich content editor box, you're going to notice this little picture option, which is kind of in the middle. So you're going to click on the arrow next to it, and we're going to click upload an image. So the first one says computer. So since we downloaded it, I'm going to go ahead and click right here in the middle of the box, and I am going to look where I saved it. And there it is, daily assignments button. So I'm going to open it. So that's the picture I had. And I'm going to hit submit right here at the bottom. Okay. So here it is showing up on my homepage. Now that is a little large. I don't need to take up that much space. So when you click on an image, you'll notice these little squares in the corners of the image. So you can use that to drag and resize it. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay. So now that I have this image and I want to make it a button, what I do is I click the image. So you're going to notice it says image options and it's got the blue border around it that I use to resize. I'm actually not going to click any of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this link button right here. Now you can make buttons that take you within your Canvas course, or you can make buttons that take them to, let's say, like I use IXL. So I can make an IXL button or, whatever you use in your classroom. But I'm going to just link this to a daily assignment. So I've got my image in there. I've clicked on the image. So I'm going to click on this arrow right here next to that link. Now, external links, once again, are links outside of Canvas. So that would be IXL, quizzes, Quizlet, all of those. Course links would be anything you have inside of Canvas. So I'm going to click that. And then you can look through and see what you want to choose from. So I'm going to look under assignments, or if you have everything organized by modules, you can look through modules or add a module, but I'm going to click an assignment. Let's do this review. So I'm going to click it. Actually, I'm going to do this answer key because it's published. So I'm going to click this answer key. And once you see it turn yellow, I know it was very quick, but if you rewind this, you'll see it turn yellow. You're also going to notice now it says link options, remove link, and image options. That means it's been linked. So once I'm all set, I'm going to click save. You always want to make sure you hit save or update, whatever it says in Canvas. Okay. So now you'll see that it goes from being a pointer to the finger. So or the hand, and when I click on it, it's going to take me to that assignment. Okay. So buttons are really helpful because it lets kids have ease of access with your Canvas course. Once again, it's not required, but as you get more comfortable, the easier it will make for the kids and less frustration. I have found from the feedback I've gotten from kids. I'm actually going to go to one of my courses so you can see what it looks like. I used this setup last year. I tweaked it a little bit for this year since we don't have distance learning. Um, so when kids log into my Canvas homepage, I have these buttons at the bottom. So weekly syllabus, so they can see what their work is and what we're doing for the week. This takes them to their work for the week, specifically the assignments and lessons. Last week's work links them to modules, previous modules. So if they were out, missed an assignment, they can get to it. And then a contact me page. Now, they could get to all these things using the navigation on the side. And if you train your kids to do that, then that works too. However, I like the buttons because I like the visual it provides. It's really quick, and it takes them right where they need to go. And so I found that the kids really like that. And it's a good habit for me to get into. But once again, you have to do what works best for you. And if it's easier for you to have them go through the navigation, there's nothing wrong with that. And you're going to use the buttons that make sense to you. So when I did the button on my sample course that I showed you for daily assignments, I got that from Google. If you go to Teachers Pay Teachers, this is the free section. Although if you want to buy some, you can, but I encourage you to look through the free because there are a lot of options. Same thing, you're just going to go through and see what ones you like best. So I really like the look of this, so I'm going to go ahead and download it. So this came in a zip file, so it came in a folder. So up here, I'm going to need to make sure I extract the images, otherwise it's not going to work. So I'm going to extract all, just hit extract. So now they're accessible. So I'm going to X out the original one. So these are the buttons that came with it. Now I might not use all of these buttons. Some of them might work, some of them might not. So that's the other thing about, once again, not creating your own. But there are a lot of options in Teachers Pay Teachers to get sets. So Google Meet, that could be a useful one if we go distance. Email me, so contact information. If you want to do your work daily, more to do if kids finish early, these are some good buttons. And these are images, so they're ready to go. Just like we uploaded from Google after saving the image, you're going to do the same thing. So I would go to that class, I would upload an image, find the images that I picked, make sure I know where it is on my computer, and then link it. So that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.